Right now, an attempt to recall Assembly Speaker Robin Vos fails, why the Wisconsin Elections Commission decided not to move forward. Also, as storm cleanup continues in Janesville, how scammers are trying to take advantage. And later, we go beyond the barometer and check out how new attraction in the Wisconsin Dells are adapting to all of the seasons. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. An attempt to force a recall election against Assembly Speaker Robin Vos in Wisconsin has failed. The petition by supporters of former President Trump was shut down by the Wisconsin Elections Commission at its meeting today. Our Braden Ross was in the room when they made the call, and she explains what you need to know about it.
This is Robin Vos. He's the state assembly speaker, the top Republican in Wisconsin, and some of his own party want him out of office.
He's failing on basically every avenue for so many people.
More than 6,000 people signed a petition to force a recall election for Vos after he refused to decertify the election of President Joe Biden in Wisconsin. But the Wisconsin Elections Commission decided today not all of those signatures count. Wisconsin's new legislative maps made it complicated, leaving the commission to decide if the recall would move forward. So this is the question the commission had to answer today, and it all comes down to maps. This is the district that elected Robin Vos in 2022. In this district, supporters of former President Trump were able to rack up just enough signatures to trigger a recall vote. But we have new maps, and in the new district, they fell more than 3,000 signatures short. So the question is, which maps stand? But it turns out the commission didn't even get that far.
The commission finds that the petition is insufficient regarding 2022 AD 63 because fewer than 25% of the number of electors who cast a vote for governor in the last election within that territory signed the petition.
Remember how petitioners got just enough signatures to trigger the vote in the old district? Well, that thin margin was just 16 signatures. But today, the commission threw out 188 of those signatures, saying they were collected after the deadline and therefore couldn't be counted.
Now, the commission voted 4-2, a bipartisan vote, to find the petition insufficient to trigger a recall. Commissioner Mark Thompson, a Democratic appointee, was strongly opposed to that decision, saying he believes the petitioners have a constitutional right to recall, and that vote would reflect poorly on the commission. Robin Vos, by the way, is up for election in his new district this coming November. Meanwhile, the same meeting, a group of people are asking WEC member Bob Spindell to resign after he falsely declared former President Trump won Wisconsin in 2020. Spindell and 9 other Republicans tried to serve as an alternate slate of presidential electors and cast their ballots for Donald Trump after he lost the 2020 election to President Joe Biden. To settle a lawsuit over the scheme, they acknowledged that a majority of Wisconsin voters chose Biden and that their actions were used in an effort to overturn his victory. Well, now to campaign 2024, where tonight President Biden and former President Trump will have their first debate since 2020. It's also the first debate between a sitting president and a former one. The debate will run 90 minutes with 2 3.5-minute commercial breaks. The candidates' microphones will be activated only when it is their turn to speak. CNN's Jake Tapper and Dana Bash will moderate, and there will be no live audience. And the eyes of Wisconsin will be on this debate tonight as the state is set to take center stage in the presidential race in the coming weeks, with the Republican National Convention coming to Milwaukee in mid-July. Now, Democratic Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, speaking for the state Democratic Party today, says she'll be watching from Green Bay and says voters need to see the results of the Wisconsin economy under President Biden and also to pay close attention to what the candidates have to say tonight.
I do think it's important to be able to have debates early on and continue through the campaign cycle so people can start paying attention to what the policies are and the type of leadership style that you want to see out of the president.
News 3 Now and CBS News will provide live coverage tonight of the CNN presidential debate. It'll start at 8 p.m. Central Time. In addition, you can watch the CNN presidential debate on Channel 3000 Plus and on our website, channel3000.com, and all of our streaming platforms. Dodge County authorities are searching for a missing woman in the Kleiman area. She is identified as 37-year-old Crystal Rash. She was last seen June 11th wearing a black Wisconsin Dells sweatshirt. The sheriff's office is not asking for volunteers to assist in the search. In fact, they're asking people to avoid the area. Earlier today, a press conference was held on Rash's disappearance.
This is not a death investigation. We certainly are looking at all avenues, but our hope is to bring her home, and that's what we want to convey to the community. Certainly taking all precautions and making sure we are ready to jump into a different investigation if we need to. But at this time, we are still hopeful.
Well, if anyone has any information related to the location of Rosh, you are asked to call the Dodge County Sheriff's Office tip line. The number there, 920-386-4590. A second youth inmate at Lincoln Hills School has been charged in the fatal assault of a staff member. Investigators with the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office arrested 17-year-old Ryan Nyblom and charged him with felony murder and 2 counts of battery by prisoners as party to a crime. It's in connection with an assault that ultimately killed 49-year-old Corey Prue. Another inmate, 16-year-old Javarius Hurd, was charged yesterday with second-degree reckless homicide. According to officials, Nyblom was incarcerated in the same unit as Hurd at the time of the assault. It happened on Monday night at the Lincoln Hills School in Irma, and Prue died from his injuries on Tuesday. Nyblom is being held at the Lincoln County Jail on a $20,000 cash bond. Well, another day of calm weather out there, but that could change tomorrow. Let's check your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Arrington. Alex?
Yeah, Eric, we're going to go from calm out here in the patio to a lot of rain out here on the patio. On and off showers and storms are expected on Friday across all of southern Wisconsin. Let's take a look and see where that rain is right now. There are some raindrops falling over portions of southern Minnesota and northeastern Iowa. A lot of these showers and clap of thunder or two as they try to move towards the east, according to Future Track, as we head towards midnight. Notice a lot of them are fizzling out. There's a pretty dry air right now across a good portion of southern Wisconsin that those showers out to the west have to battle. But eventually those showers will make it to the ground as we get later into the wee hours of your Friday morning, carrying on further into your Friday on and off storm chances, which will impact also the potential for severe weather on Friday. Right now, the clouds are out here in the patio, fully cloudy out here, actually. 72 in Madison, 73 to the west in Lone Rock, 74 to the north, up towards Juneau and Adams counties, and a lot of 72s, 73s, a couple 74s sprinkled about Dane County right now. So a mild evening. There's no winds. It's really quite nice. Planning the rest of the night tonight, temperatures as we approach the midnight hour at 65. Then as we head towards 6 o'clock, I think those raindrops are going to start to make it to the ground to the west of Madison, all the way up to Madison. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track the rest of those showers and storms and talk about our threat for severe weather in a few moments.
All right, Alex, thank you. And the storm scammers are already out in Janesville after the tornado that left severe damage on the south end of the city there over the weekend. Our Ellie La Liberté spoke to a woman who was almost a victim if it weren't for a local business.
Some of the damage, such as this behind me, is what this community here now has to rebuild. But there are scammers trying to take advantage of that.
Over 20 plus years.
That's how long Julie Eichelt has lived in her home, and now she's left picking up the pieces. After a tornado,
The roof is messed up. My back bedroom window got blown out. Water was coming in my dining room and in my basement.
and the cost to get it fixed
I've had some say 40 to 60,000 at least.
makes Julie a target for scammers. Scams can happen over an email, text, or in person.
They may offer you one low price for today only, and it's a really high pressure sale.
Which is how Julie ended up signing a contract.
I was needing help at that time because I was panicky and I couldn't think straight.
They're taking you at your word. Their house is destroyed. They've had 20 minutes to, think about this, and then there's somebody there saying, hey, I can take this all away if you sign here.
But a local home improvement company was able to spot the scam.
But I just was here to, give her information and help her. She needed help. I was here.
That's why the Better Business Bureau says the most important thing you can do is research. Some warning signs of a scam are vague information about the company, pressuring you into a contract, or saying they are with the BBB.
He made me aware of watching out for the scammers.
And something Julie now knows to watch out for.
If you or someone you know has experienced a scam like this, you can report it to the BBB. Reporting in Janesville, Ellie La Liberté, News 3 Now.
The Janesville Police Department also recommends calling the South Central Business Association to check if a business is legitimate. Well, coming up on News 3 Now at 6, you only have a couple more days to help donate baby supplies to families in need. We'll tell you how you can still help. Plus, Buc-ee's, the super travel center coming to DeForest, may be hitting a bit of a roadblock with the village of DeForest, what both sides are currently negotiating.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6, brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices.
For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal:
to provide top-notch legal services. One call, one call, one call, one call. That's all.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Store your tools and organize your garage with our wide selection of Master Force storage products. They're heavy duty and designed to last a lifetime. Get this tall garage storage cabinet for $499.99 after rebate. Check out our great selection of Bright Lux lights. They're perfect for illuminating both your indoor and outdoor spaces. Get this 12-foot LED color changing string light for just $999 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Experience independence with Baraboo Furniture and Mattresses' huge store-wide 4th of July sale. Save up to 60% on many items. Over $1 million of quality name brands on sale, including Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Best, England, Spring Air, Amish Furniture, and much more. All on sale. Get special free financing. All credit welcome. Hurry in today to the huge store-wide 4th of July sale at Baraboo Furniture and Mattress, where your satisfaction is our guarantee.
Are you happy with your lawn? At Natural Lawn of America, we believe a healthy, safer lawn is closer than you think. Our trained technicians will help your lawn build natural defense against weeds and pests. In addition to fertilizing and weed control, we offer core aeration and overseeding, with our proprietary blend strengthening your lawn, bringing air to the root soil and naturally crowding out weeds. Natural Lawn of America, your direct route to a healthier lawn, safer lawn care naturally. Call today for a free quote.
When severe weather swept through southern Wisconsin.
This is a tornado emergency,
including multiple destructive tornadoes. Our team delivered the information to help you be prepared and stay safe before, during, and after the storms. Trust News 3 Now, first warn weather. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Ever since the news broke that Texas-based travel center Buc-ee's had plans to come to the Badger State, Wisconsinites have been counting down the days, but that countdown just maybe got a little longer. Maddie Himes joins us now and has the latest. Maddie?
Yeah, Eric, that Buc-ee's is set to occupy a 75,000 square foot lot in DeForest, but with a build that big, DeForest leaders tell me the devil is in the details. Those details, negotiations between Buc-ee's and the village of DeForest regarding sharing the costs of highway improvements around the site. Buc-ee's paid $4.2 million in April of 2023 with plans to start building in 2024, but now, in light of those negotiations, DeForest Village Administrator Bill Chang says that start date is unlikely and the plans in general unconfirmed.
They've acquired the property. They have a conditional use permit which allows for the type of use on that land, but they have not submitted site plans. They do not have a current agreement with the village, so that's, they're not obligated to construct at this time.
If the village and the mega chain can find common ground, the new location is set to be one of the nation's largest, hosting 120 gas pumps and creating 200 full-time jobs here in Dane County. Now, if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, don't worry. You can watch Eric's full visit back in November to see what it's all about on channel3000.com.
A story we'll keep an eye on, Maddie. Thank you. And here's another reminder. You can help families in Dane County get what they need to take care of their children. We are partnering with Babies and Beyond for their community baby shower. That's this week. They're looking for diapers, clothing, and other critical supplies. The event will run through Saturday, the 29th, and a list of drop-off sites is linked to our story at channel3000.com. And still ahead, the DNR is preparing for a busy time out on the water next week. The message they want to get across to boaters. Plus, the summer season in Wisconsin Dells is in full swing. We take a look at how the weather is playing a vital role in many of the area's newest attractions. And our First Warn weather team is tracking more rain for tomorrow. And they'll get here and how much we can expect, and hopefully it'll clear off our tower cam when News 3 Now at 6 returns.
I'm Megan Tim, Director of Community Health at SSM Health. You may know us as healthcare providers, but we live here too. And as good neighbors, we know our community thrives when we take care of each other. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are sharing the keys to health. Watch for our expert information and advice on air, online, and at fun local events. Join SSM Health and News 3 Now, and together, we'll unlock a healthier community by taking time for kids.
Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology lets you see over, under, through,
Up to 8 available cameras and 14 views, so you can focus on the view that really matters. Don't miss a thing. Chevy's got you. Get 1.9% financing on this 2024 Silverado when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Fight the bite and take back your yard. Trust your trained local mosquito squad of South Central Wisconsin to defend against backyard pests. Our pioneered barrier treatment is backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. If a mosquito or tick is peskier than the rest, we will apply another treatment. The season's short in Wisconsin. Don't let mosquitoes and ticks make it any shorter. Call your local mosquito squad of South Central Wisconsin for a free quote. In less than 30 minutes, you'll be on your way to being outside all day.
Steinhoffel's biggest 4th of July sale starts now. Get our best prices of the season and amazing closeout and bonus buys, like a Beauty Rest Queen mattress, $2.99. This dining table, $3.99. Or this sofa, also $3.99. A queen storage bed, $6.99. Plus, take an extra $100 off your purchase of $19.99 or more. And make it more affordable with Steinhoffel's 18-month 0% financing. Steinhoffel's biggest 4th of July sale. Shop in-store or online.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
I'm gonna take real good care of your windows.
You need the experts at Feldco.
Right now at Feldco, get 2 windows for the price of 1.
Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
The Wisconsin Dells region has grown exponentially over the past 35 years to become a year-round tourist mecca, becoming as much a part of the state as cheese curds and the Packers. The recent years of expansion, building new water parks and attractions can all be directly linked to the weather and everything that comes with it. Our own Kyle Pozorski explains the why and how it all happened.
This is the Wisconsin Dells, and I'm here on what's not so necessarily a great summer day. The clouds are out, and there's some rain in the forecast. And while you might think that is bad for business, over the past 30 years, things have dramatically changed in the Dells region, going from a summer destination to a year-round one. It all started many years before the first water slide was brought to the Dells. Tourists would come here to check out ski shows, the famous ducks, and many other attractions which still call the region home to this day. But there was one downfall. These were mostly summer focused.
A lot of businesses used to shut down at the end of the summer.
And as we all know, Wisconsin's weather is not all sunshine year round. Enter a solution, the indoor water park.
It doesn't matter the season.
Brandon Schindler of the Wilderness Resort spoke to me about this shift, having worked at the Wilderness for 26 years.
I mean, back when I started, this was certainly more of a summer destination. It was starting to become a year-round destination. There was an effort being made towards that, and it's definitely become that.
Schindler explained while overlooking one of 4 indoor water parks at the Wilderness, the different challenges they inherently face, creating the need for indoor facilities.
Disney can operate year-round outside. We don't have that ability. There's many months of the year where that's not an option. So we've had to provide indoor facilities to accommodate the folks that still want to come visit us when outdoor season isn't available.
And that sentiment is matched by the folks at the Kalahari, Wisconsin's largest indoor water park.
We're weatherproof.
Carolyn Doro tells me the shift made to providing both indoor and outdoor has made expansion possible, helping contribute to the local economy all year round.
Well, a day like today, we are open in the outdoor water park, but should the weather shift at any time, our talented leaders are prepared to keep our guests safe and keep the fun going.
In the most recent years, the Visitors and Convention Bureau has kept track. The numbers continue to grow coming into the local economy. The winter of 2022 came just shy of $300 million spent by visitors, second only to summer at $550 million. In Wisconsin Dells, Kyle Pozorski, News 3 Now.
Well, we can see the return of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. Let's check in with Alex and our complete forecast.
That's a for sure, Eric. Folks up towards the Dells, if you are going to be going to the water park tomorrow, you might have to be dodging some showers and some thunderstorms. Where are those showers right now? Radar 3000 shows them trying to make it to the ground over southern Minnesota, south of 90, east of Waterloo. A lot of these showers and a couple of claps of thunder as they move towards southern Wisconsin will fizzle. We have some pretty dry air out there right now. Dry air for a change of pace, right? And as these showers move in, they dwindle a bit. As we get into the wee hours of your Friday morning, approaching daybreak on Friday, those showers will start to make it to the ground. The clouds out ahead of those showers, keeping those temperatures in the lower 70s. We got 72 in Madison, 74 to the north in Camp Douglas, 73 in Lone Rock, and 72 to the south in Monroe and west over by Platteville. They're at 73 degrees. A lot of 72s, 73s in Dane County. A mild day. Normal high temperatures this time of year are right up around 80 degrees. So this feels almost on the chilly side, but I bet there are a few complaints out there. We're getting that reprieve from the heat and from the humidity. You can give the AC a break for tonight here as temperatures slide down through the 60s. There, as we head towards 6 o'clock in the morning, Madison, some of those raindrops are going to be making it to the ground, further to the west. That's all part of the three things you need to know. Quiet tonight, scattered storms on Friday, cooler by Sunday. We'll assess how cool we're going to get on Sunday in a moment, and the severe weather threat that's a potential on Friday as well. It's all part of the weather story here with Future Track. 6 o'clock, widespread showers, a couple of thunderstorms, maybe a thunderstorm near the Dells at lunchtime. My rule of thumb always is you really got to clear out. I've been mentioning this throughout the newscast today. By noon at the latest, you need to get some opportunity for that atmosphere to recharge. We may briefly get that in the late afternoon hours, promoting an isolated strong thunderstorm chance entering southwest Wisconsin by 6 o'clock. That sweeps across southern Wisconsin. I think the overall severe weather threat is on the lower end of things. Heavy rain threat, though, with any of these storms, most certainly. And then clearing out as we go into Saturday. Widespread, half, 3/4 of an inch of water. A little bit more off towards the north, towards the west, towards Minnesota and northwestern Wisconsin. But we all stand chance for some heavy showers and thunderstorms. Speaking of Madison's total precip thus far this year, 23.08 inches. That currently makes us here at the 6th wettest on record. And this is only through June. We got quite a bit of the year left to go. More rain chances. Friday, we got a widespread rain chance. And as we head out to next week, Tuesday, we have another widespread rain chance as we move towards a hotter, more humid pattern. That marginal risk of storms for southern Wisconsin on Friday. Right now, isolated strong winds would be the main threat. And the reason why a lot of clouds and rain could currently limit that Friday severe weather threat, keeping it on the lower end of the spectrum. All right, Saturday warm, Sunday is chilly. Temperatures are only of 70 degrees, but probably no complaints because it will be a sunny day.
All right, Alex. Thank you. The Wisconsin DNR says boaters will see more wardens and law enforcement on the water during the holiday weekend next week from July 4th to the 6th. It's the Operation Dry Water, and it'll look to educate boaters on safe practices and sober boating. Anyone operating a boat while impaired will be removed from the water. The DNR recommends operators take an online boater education course prior to operating any boats on the 4th.
And coming up in sports, the pick is in for the Bucks, who they took in round 2 of the NBA draft. Find out next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
We're looking for 200 homeowners this month interested in getting new landscape borders. Our borders are laid in one piece using a high-performance concrete mix, and we add fibers and steel cable to maximize strength and durability. Our cutting-edge materials and process ensure that your borders will not fade, discolor, or disconnect, and will look beautiful for years to come. And all of our borders are covered by our extensive lifetime warranty. Boost your curb appeal with easy-to-mow-around, long-lasting, beautiful landscape borders. Visit the website or call the number for your new borders today.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
How much I weigh is nobody's business.
But Eric Hovde wants to make it his.
Eric Hovde thinks that if you're overweight, insurance companies should charge you more.
There should be consequences to those personal choices. Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
Hovde would increase health care costs for 1 out of every 3 people in Wisconsin.
Eric Hovde, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
Sometimes the do-it-yourself route isn't the best option. Call Monona Plumbing instead and get your plumbing problem fixed right.
A name you can trust when service is a must.
The theme for Doc Rivers during his first NBA draft as the Bucks head coach appears to be a youth movement. Last night, Milwaukee picked A.J. Johnson in the first round, a 19-year-old who has played overseas in Australia's National Basketball League. Today, it was another 19-year-old. With the 33rd overall pick, the Bucks drafted Tyler Smith. Last season in the G League, Smith averaged 13 points and 5 rebounds. Well, it was a big day for Marquette men's basketball. For the first time since 2012, 2 Golden Eagles were selected in the same draft. First, it was Tyler Kolek, who was taken 34th overall by the Trailblazers. And then a couple picks later, at 40, the Blazers also picked Oso Ighodaro. But the two won't actually be NBA teammates. Kolek will play for the Knicks, Oso for the Suns. It's been a good week for Sarah Franklin. First, the reigning National Player of the Year helped USA Volleyball win their opening match against Mexico in the Women's Final Six Pan American Cup. And then she was nominated for an ESPY. Franklin is up for the Best Women's College Athlete and becomes the 3rd Badger to be nominated for an ESPY, joining Frank Kaminsky and Blake Jeffrion. The ESPYs will air on July 11th. And to the links we go. First round of the U.S. Senior Open, and Steve Stricker was ready to roll on the first tee. Opening hole for Strick. Check out that chip up on the green. Stops it a few feet away from the pin. And that is an easy bird for the Edgerton native. He started his day 1 under and would finish 4 under. He's 3 shots off the lead. Jerry Kelly right behind him at 2 under, tied for 22nd.
Stricker always says he's going to take some time off. Just keeps on. He just keeps on dominating the Champions Tour. Final check at the forecast, Alex.
Yep, rain's on the way to southern Wisconsin. 1/4 to 1/2 inch across southeastern portion of the area, anywhere from 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch for the rest of southern Wisconsin. Could be looking at the potential for a low-end risk for 1 or 2 of these storms getting strong, with strong winds being the main threat. Of course, the heavy rainfall. But here's the bright side. We have no drought across all of southern Wisconsin. Probably pretty well known. That's a big difference a year has made.
Really good news. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great evening. We'll be back tonight at 10.